sometimes I'm not safe to live with. Now, I don't mean physically.
No.
I just, you need to know that I want to grow to be a safe harbor for my wife to come and be moored into. I want to be that safe place instead of the one who causes the troubled waters. And that's a growth for me. I got to admit, I got to work on that. But we're talking about the second letter of the acrostic warmth. And I want to talk about how warmth actually leads to greater romance and maybe even more sexual experience. How does that happen? What does the warmth do?
We're drawn to warmth. So
Yes.
if you're going to be critical and negative and are non-attentive to your wife's needs or to your husband's needs, their sex is all of a sudden not as exciting as it might have been. So warmth is what draws someone to intimacy, but it also draws someone to really want to be together and really want to get to know each other. When we're negative, that
that
stops
sends the
intimacy.
temperature down quick.
Absolutely.
Being critical with each other.
Right. Now, we at times we have to take a hit sometimes. We have to be critical, obviously. I'm struggling with this issue,
Sure.
but that's not
Okay,
going to be
but is
something.
that really being critical or is that being honest?
No, I think you have to be honest. But if you're honest 24/7, you're not going to have a very good intimate relationship. Let's
There's
face
a
it.
negative tone
Yeah.
going
There's
on
no
there.
warmth in
No,
the house.
exactly. So you have to be honest. And sometimes for Kathy and I, conflict has actually brought us closer together.
Yes, it
because we
does.
work through that conflict, and there you
Yeah,
go. But I think there's times when we say, like, for example, Kathy and I have a business meeting once a week where we talk about the kids, the insurance, the bills, stuff that we really don't like to talk about.
Correct.
We used to talk about it at 10:30 at night. Well, that's not exactly that's a romance time. That's not talking about the bills or the insurance company that's
Yeah.
kind of messing us with
It's
us.
not setting the tone.
No. So we have that meeting in the morning on Friday at Starbucks. And you know what? That actually sets the tone for more warmth because then we don't have to deal with it. We just say, okay, that's a Friday conversation. That's not a Thursday afternoon conversation or an evening conversation on Wednesday, by all means.
Now, Jim, talking about that 10:30 romance time. Okay, I don't care how long we've been in a relationship, I think we need to keep flirting with each other to keep that warmth
Right.
going. But I don't see people not even flirt with each other. I mean, I see people at parties and it's like, I wouldn't even know who goes with who.
Right. And that actually has to be intentional. We think it's supposed to be spontaneous because we definitely flirted in college or whatever it was. But we have to be intentional about flirting. And so, and that's harder for me, frankly, than it is for Kathy. She does a pretty good job of it. So for me, again, I'm back to the phone guy. Remember, I write aw on my phone.
That's right.
But for me, it means that I have to say, what would Kathy want me to do here? And how would she want me to flirt?
Yeah.
For example, we went away not too long ago, and I bought candles. That's kind of embarrassing for a guy to say. But I actually bought 2 candles, and I lit these candles, and it pretty much freaked her out. I mean, her first, I said, I don't think this is working. And then I realized, you know what, for her, that was flirting. That I actually went to the store, bought these candles, was shocked at how much the candles were. Then she told me later I could have bought them cheaper, but that's another story. But when I lit those candles and I put on some music, I actually brought a CD. I mean,
That surprises you that that's flirting? You're melting women's hearts to think that you actually took the time to go do that.
Don't give me too much praise. So it was only one time, okay? But I'm going to do it again.
Okay, but Jim, exactly,
Right.
keep it up.
Right, and so flirting is, saying something about them.
Yeah.
I've been at a party before where I've said to Kathy something in her ear, where I've said,
Ooh, I love whisper flirts.
Yeah, tonight's the night or something. I'm married, for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
We think we're supposed to flirt when they're single, but we need to be able to do this when we're married too. And again, it's going to take some intentionality. Most of us didn't get it with our parents.
It's about deliberately staying connected. It's about telling your spouse, I care about you. I'm even thinking about you when I'm not with you. The candles, the CD, I was preparing
And
for
you
this.
still excite me.
Yeah,
I
okay.
still want
So
you.
now we're going to the third letter, E, for encouragement, okay? Now we know words are a powerful thing. They can either build or destroy, and you get to choose whether you're going to destroy or build someone up. Now, words are powerful, aren't they, Jim?
Right, exactly. Encouragement, affirmation it's one of the love languages, obviously. Again, we get lazy. We encouraged our spouse before we got married, and sometimes maybe on the honeymoon, there's lots of that. But then for some reason, we get lazy and we don't take the time. And encouragement can simply say, you are an incredible mom. You're doing a great job. Thank you for the hard work you do at work. Those kinds of things. I think it's important for us to encourage every day. Abraham Maslow, a Jewish psychologist, said that for every one critical comment, it takes 9 affirming comments.
Wow.
I started looking back at my life with my wife, and I said, I'm giving too many either neutral or negative comments and not enough affirmation.
What's the worst thing you do with your words?
Well, I think a lot of times with me as a man, my words are sometimes silent. I'll crawl into a cave or I just won't say something. And there's other times...
Instead of giving the affirmation.
Right. And I think there's other times when I'm just talking about the business of doing life and not pausing and trying to help Kathy understand that she at times takes my breath away.
Okay, what about you? What about women? No?
Okay, I know. I'm like, I hate saying it out loud, but I have popped Mark's balloons. You know, when we dated, he could dream and just go
Yeah.
anywhere. And here I
Yeah.
am wanting him to share his heart, and he
Right.
shares his heart, and I turn into Miss Realistic. But that's not really practical. But what have you thought about this? But
Right.
and I just pop every one of his balloons, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
I will not pop another balloon. What
There
about
you go.
you?
Well, I think my issue is the tone. The tone, sometimes I get impatient, sometimes I kind of do the spare me the details line, and you know, I just mess it up big time. And so I got to work on encouragement. I like saying it.
Yeah, we underestimate how powerful words are in someone else's life. But I am the one who brought up the flirting. And if some of you have kind of lost your flirting edge, or you think, oh my goodness, I don't even know how to flirt, I've gotten so rusty at it, go to our website. We've got some fun new flirting ideas.